Hello. Welcome to another live stream where today it's the big one. It's the AMD one. We'll be seeing if AMD will be able to bring down the greed of Nvidia. It's the David versus Goliath battle of the century, even though, let's be honest, we all kind of know how it's gonna end. Let's be honest, AMD is not gonna do much here. I love AMD, don't get me wrong, but like, they just haven't been that competitive on the GPU side since like forever. I mean, like, value, when it comes to, like, the performance per dollar, however you want to measure the actual, value of the card, yeah, they've been good. But still, something about them is just not making people want to bother with AMD GPUs. I mean, just look at the Steam hardware survey numbers. You're gonna have to scroll a long way just to find a single AMD GPU. Part of it is the performance, part of it is especially ray tracing performance nowadays, but also, I feel like a big part of it is just all the extra features that Nvidia offer. You have like the Omniverse Machinima and like the Omniverse side, you have RTX Studio with like all the voice cancelling stuff as well, like everything that the Tensor cores make possible. And I don't know, it's just so much value that I don't think AMD will be able to. Of course, NVENC, which I'm using right now to stream this in as high quality as possible. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And let me know if AMD will be able to actually pull through and finally provide something really competitive. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the live chat. And of course, if you want to help support this channel so we can actually, afford to stay on air, then definitely kind of throw a super chat our way. YouTube doesn't pay us a lot. And, super chats kind of help us keep on going, kind of continue supplying you with the top tier tech journalism we offer around here. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on what is happening, and if you want to make sure that I and everyone else sees your message, and if you want to support the channel at the same time, make sure to throw a super chat. Here's something cursed to think about, however. Do you know how recently there's been a lot of talk about running like a 30 series NVIDIA GPU in your system, but then also like a very entry-level Intel Arc GPU for that AV1 encoding? How about if AMD truly deliver with Radeon 7000, like a truly amazing value card, how about running that, and that actually performs well, how about running that, but also running a budget NVIDIA RTX card for that Tensor acceleration? An AMD and an NVIDIA graphics card in the same system, just for that Tensor core acceleration. Sounds crazy, but who knows? It could happen. Well, of course, in an ideal world, AMD would just be able to provide everything we want in a single graphics card, but this is far from the ideal world. In fact, we quite honestly live in a darkest timeline when it comes to, well, pretty much everything, so no surprises there that dual GPU solutions are actually coming back, like, out of nowhere. People are actually talking about putting 2 GPUs in your system, like, ooh, 2 graphics cards, Like, when did that become, like, normal again? I don't get it. But whatever. We still have a couple of minutes left, so yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the live chat. And let me know if the stream's, like, actually going well. I have no, like, mod for this, so I'm just relying on my, on my OBS, like, audio, readouts and everything, audio levels, and that's about it. We have 1 minute left. 1 minute left until everything changes. I am excited. Like, don't get me wrong, I am excited. Not as excited as I was for Nvidia, gotta be honest. Call me an Nvidia shill or whatever, but again, my hopes just aren't that high. But I really wish them all the best, because again, competition is just good for all of us. And maybe in the end, all it's going to do is bring down the price of the RTX 4090, which is going to be good for me, because I'm hoping to get an RTX 4090 someday soon. Hopefully I won't get thrown out of, the PC community for saying that, because apparently owning an RTX 4090 is like owning a copy of Mein Kampf. You just get judged by everyone. Anyway. Still 59. Yeah, it feels weird streaming this late. Usually I try to do streams at around like 3 PM, 4 PM local time. But AMD was like, oh no, I'm gonna start our stream on like 8 PM. But I mean, on the other hand, I guess it's good for all the lazy people across the pond who are only just waking up are finally going to be able to catch my stream for once, so that's good. Just joking, people across the pond, I don't think you're lazy. That was a joke about, you know, time zones and stuff. I think you're great, and not just because you make up like 70% of my audience. Okay, 8 PM. Let's start this. Let's see what AMD has on offer. I'm both excited and scared. Here we go. Let's just check her volume. I do. Final prediction, guys. Send me your final predictions, because there's no going back on your predictions from now. Oh yeah, they're showing up like a whole bunch of games as well, aren't they? And that's something. So yeah, final predictions, guys. Throw them in live chat. Send a super chat while you're there if you're feeling supportive, and if you don't want us to, you know, go bankrupt doing this. And let me know if like the actual audio levels are fine. There she is, Dr. Lisa Sue. You better realize how many gamers are literally on their knees begging you to release something good today, so you better don't disappoint them.
Welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It's so
yeah, let me know if the volumes are fine.
In Las Vegas in person, so thank you all for joining us, and
Las Vegas,
part of our audience, and also welcome to all of you who are joining us online.
CES came early this year.
So are you excited for today?
I should be sad there, you know. I could cheer way better than that.
So let's go ahead and get
that was
started.
such a bad cheer.
And you guys all know us well. At AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing. And really,
please don't tell me if the volume's fine. I actually have like, again, I'm only relying on what OBS is telling me. So yeah, please let me know if the volume's fine. If you can hear Lisa, alright. Oh, sorry, Dr. Lisa.
AMD technology is truly everywhere, touching the lives of billions of people every single day. Now, we're in an incredibly busy time for AMD. It's an incredible period of innovation. We're in the midst of
a bit louder.
Four new architectures to the market across more than a dozen products. So if you look at it, we started with the Ryzen 7000 launch in September.
Let me know if that's any better.
Next week we're gonna bring Zen 4 to high-end server processors, and then soon after that.
I mean, yeah, it's an exciting time for AMD.
We also have our Zen 4C core optimized for.
Of course, Zen 4C. That weird like refresh of Zen 4. That's coming.
2023.
I mean, my Ryzen 7950X is still sitting there, not even unboxed, so I may feel like I've wasted a lot of money.
So, now just a minute about gaming, right? We all love gaming. Gaming is really in AMD's
We do.
DNA.
We do all love gaming.
Through 2025,
thanks for pointing out the obvious.
We're expecting 3.5 billion gamers in the world. And our goal is really to push the limits of gaming innovation.
I am doing very, very well. Thank you for asking in live chat. I am excited more than anything. I am excited to see what AMD are going to show off, and a bit scared that I'm gonna feel like I got ripped off by buying a 7950X.
Or you're a streamer that are really trying to stream those experiences to other gamers. Our mission is to bring you the best experience possible for all of your gaming platforms. Now, Ryzen
and how are you going to do that?
Radeon graphics are really at the heart of all of the world's most popular gaming devices, including the top gaming
the world's most popular gaming device, the Tesla. I really into gaming that thing. Granted, I don't own a Tesla, but like somehow from someone somewhere, I need to do it for a video. I haven't really seen much about like the Tesla gaming experience, but like I want to experience it firsthand and make a video about it. It just sounds so cool.
Now, when you think about that, why is gaming so important to AMD? It's really all about pushing the envelope on innovation. Just over a month ago, we launched our next generation desktop PC processor.
Has it really been? Wow, September 27th.
Really the most advanced processors for gaming.
October, man, it just like came and went. It was insane.
Has been really incredible. We have leadership performance per watt. We have phenomenal gaming and creative performance. And it's all enabled by our new Zen 4 core in 5.
One day one of my quotes will be on there. Just watch.
We also launched our next generation AM5.
Actually, no, I feel like I'll be a bit too cynical for AMD's taste, but whatever.
To delivering socket longevity on that through 2025 and beyond for lots of future upgrades. And we also know that people love AM4, and AM4 is going to continue for a long, long time. And for there, Ryzen 7 5800 X3D is also a fantastic choice for gaming.
Such a great choice that it's kind of
Now,
disrupting your
today,
current lineup,
it's all
huh?
about the next generation of Radeon graphics and how we deliver the future of gaming with the
Here we
world's
go.
most advanced graphics architecture.
I like the three
RDNA
red
3.
stripes. That is a really cool
So let me
touch.
start and tell you a little
looks
bit about
so good.
RDNA 3. We really set truly ambitious goals for RDNA 3. And as you know, at the forefront for what we're doing is it's all about power.
Guys, this is it.
efficiency. And we wanna
Final
make
prediction
sure that we
time before the
continue
cat
to
is out of the
innovate
bag.
around performance per
Let me know
watt
what you think
to
is going to
enable
happen
all
in the
of
next few
gamer
minutes, or
upgrades
forever
to be
hold your peace,
done
because
with
it's going
fantastic
down.
performance, but at a reasonable power. And we also wanted to significantly raise the bar in performance to support the next generation of 4K gaming and beyond, and really recognize that there are a lot of
Focus on
faster
4K gaming,
higher
that's always good to hear.
displays. And then finally, we also look at it as not just about the chip and not just about the card, but really what is the gaming experience we can bring. And that means new AMD software features, that means platform technologies, and really
good.
end-to-end solutions.
That's a lot of stuff I was complaining about earlier, AMD not having.
Coming together. So there's a lot of innovation in RDNA 3, and we'll tell you all about it today. Now, there's a lot been said
Gonna
about
make
our
a
new chip
bit
design,
louder on my
so
side,
let me
hopefully it's
start
still
with
fine
our
on your
chiplet
side.
design.
Chat, let me
This
know.
is the world's first chiplet gaming GPU.
There it is.
Now, why
Yeah,
do
we all
we
knew it was coming, but still,
Chiplets
it's great to
really
hear
allow
it.
us
It's been
to use a
confirmed.
modular approach to optimize the performance and efficiency of the overall design. And so with our chiplets, like we've done on the CPU side, on the GPU side, we're mixing and matching the right technology for each function. Now,
5nm
graphics
card
compute
confirmed
die is
with
a
GPU.
high-performance 5nm technology design, and it contains all of the high-performance compute in the GPU. That includes the shaders, the display engine, and a brand new media engine as well. And then the other die is a memory cache die, and it's built in 6nm process technology.
Okay,
It
yeah.
includes the memory subsystem that features the
Chiplets
GDDR6
all well and
controllers,
good, but
as
exactly
well
how
as up
much
to
is it gonna,
96
you know,
megabytes
increase
of
performance? That's the main question.
And as a
It
result,
did on
we
the
have this
AMD, on the
incredible
Ryzen side.
capability with more than 61 teraflops of compute.
24 gigs,
By the way,
still
do you guys
only
think you need 61
GDR6, which
teraflops
is
of compute?
interesting.
We also have the world's
Oh
fastest
no, that was so
chiplet
that was
to
so
enable
sad.
5.3
That-
terabytes
that-
per second of peak
She was
bandwidth.
expecting a bigger
And that
applause. I
allows
can.
us to unlock the full
Oh, I
potential
felt
of
that.
24 gigabytes of GDDR6. So altogether, when you put
I
that
mean, if
together, we have
GDR6 is fine, then I
58
guess
billion
sure.
transistors
It's still kind of
in
weird
this
that they didn't
design,
go for 6x.
which
Maybe there's like
gives
a
us just an
good
incredible
reason for
amount
that.
of
Someone let
gain.
me know if I'm just like clueless on that matter. Man, the applause. Why are they so delayed?
Sounds
It's
like there's
like,
a few excited people out there.
oh.
Okay, so now let me show you for the very first
This
time
just kind of
our
sums
newest
up
chiplet
the
gaming
enthusiasm for
GPU.
AMD GPUs. Are you going to see the chip? Look at that. Chiplet GPU. It's the future. There we go. Now she's getting some applause. Oh.
This may be my favorite part of my job, I think. All right, so look, as I said earlier, we set very ambitious goals for RDNA 3, especially around energy efficiency.
Man.
And I'm pleased to say that we
Lisa
actually
Sue
exceeded
deserves
our
more
goals.
applause
So
than
our
that, let's be
engineers
honest.
did a fantastic job, and we made great improvements between RDNA 1 and RDNA 2. And with RDNA 3, we actually achieved a 54% gen-over-gen improvement in performance per watt.
Does that mean we
When you
don't have
put
to
all
buy
that
1,000
together
watt
into what really
PSUs
matters,
for
we're
our
about building
computers
the best
anymore?
products for you.
Hopefully, because I
So
just have
today,
to,
I'm
you know, try and
incredibly
convince
proud
Be
that we're
Quiet
gonna
to send me
announce our
one
first
for a
two
build.
RDNA 3 graphics cards. The Radeon RX.
Wait, what? 7900 XTX.
Radeon RX 7900 XTX
And
with 24
that is-
gigabytes of GDDR6.
Excuse me, AMD, but what on earth is this naming scheme?
So you can imagine that these are
XTX.
just incredible gaming cards. So now I'm
Don't
gonna
get me
turn it
wrong,
over
a 24 gig
to Sam,
card
Scott,
with,
and
like, you know,
Frank that are gonna take you
great
through
performance
all
for
of the
watt and great
exciting
performance, I
products.
imagine. That's pretty
Sam?
awesome, but XTX? XT? I can think of at least a dozen better names. How about 7950XT? Or how about 79 XT?
Well, as she said,
Okay, fine. Maybe not, you know, out of my head, but still.
Advanced 4K
Let me know your better names in live chat
gaming
slash
platform
or
for
super chat
gamers
if you
and
definitely want people to see it.
containing the features,
I
performance,
swear I'm gonna stop
efficiency
promoting
to
super
provide
chats
the
one
best
day.
gaming experience.
That's gonna be the day I die.
To achieve this vision, we have brought unprecedented innovation.
But yeah, there we
in
go.
all aspects.
7900 XTX T.
Now it's my privilege to hit on a few of those highlights for you.
Be right back. I have to aggressively
First
tweet, which is
and
what I
most
usually
evident
do in my
is that we have
in my
leveraged
live
our
streams recently.
industry-leading expertise in chiplets, honed on our Ryzen and EPYC lines.
What are people saying? Yeah, let me know your reaction to that.
To GPUs. The magic of chiplet design is being able to use the right.
Honestly, I'm excited.
technology
Yeah,
for the
it
job.
all sounds pretty good so far.
We created two very different chiplets.
I just don't
connected
understand the
to high
name.
Bandwidth interconnects specific to graphics. With the graphics compute die, we spin that precious 5nm silicon where it matters, in the core GPU engine, where all the computation occurs to enable great performance and performance per watt. For that small memory cache die, we use the mature 6nm technology to implement the GDDR6 memory interface.
Cool. Yeah, we all know kind of how
second generation cache.
chiplets work from when you did with
But powerful MCUs
Ryzen.
feature
Can we
a
get onto the
second
performance
generation
numbers?
Infinity Cache, each connected to 64 bits of high-speed GDDR6 memory, combined with
Bandwidth is going to be important, especially if they don't go with GDR6X. So you know that's all well and good.
But
But like,
reuse with less capacity to accomplish several things for us. With the high hit rates, it directly sources most of the memory requests, and this delivers data to the engine in less time and uses less power than going out to DRAM.
cool. Can
With
you
our
sound
high
any more
bandwidth
enthusiastic,
chiplet interconnect,
please?
we've increased the peak bandwidth from our RDNA 2
Even I sound less dead inside than him.
2.7 times. And that's where that 5.3 terabytes per second number you just heard comes from. These support the
Yes, if you see me like just
resolution.
looking down,
So now I
typing,
wanna take you a little bit
that's because I'm
deeper,
aggressively
click down
tweeting.
into
It's
that
just a
graphics
staple of
die,
my
which is built
of
around
my
our
live
new
streams at this point.
RDNA 3 compute units, where we've continued
Enjoy
to
his
our
explanation in the meantime.
unified architecture that shares resources between rendering, AI, and ray tracing to make most effective use of each transistor. In addition, contained within this GCD is a key part of delivering a great gaming experience, driving the latest displays with massive refresh rates for high-resolution gaming. All of the latest media formats are in there with our media and display engine.
Including AV1.
Now to the
That's
core
gonna be
of
an
the
important
engine,
one.
which is the new unified RDNA 3 compute unit, specifically optimized for high-resolution gaming. The key word here is unified.
Second gen
We have
RT
a tightly
cores,
integrated
that is going to be big if they
which
want to
shares
stand
resources
any chance at
to deliver the most
competing when
power
it comes
and
to ray tracing,
performance.
which is becoming a bigger
We
deal.
tuned it to provide the right blend of flexible, highly efficient stream processing, additional AI acceleration capabilities, and greatly enhanced ray tracing. All of this is fed by a general purpose register file with 50% more capacity than the RDNA 2 design.
This is like the
which
part
boosts the
for,
performance of all the functions.
that's specifically
To
designed
deliver this well-rounded
for
feature
people
set,
like
we've leveraged
Ian
5
Kutras
nanometer
and like the other ones who are like just
DisplayPort
so deep
to
into
pack
this kind of stuff.
54% more transistors in less area.
Because this isn't even
increasing our density by
like
approximately
for
65%.
investors, right? Because an
every
investor
chip
doesn't know
designer
what this
knows.
is. They're literally only doing this for like the
A lot of
ultra nerds who are interested in how exactly
as
this all
every
works.
chip designer knows,
Well, maybe the strategy is
more,
just to kind of,
smaller
confuse
is
the investors
more
and make them
power
sound as
efficient.
smart
And so
as
this
possible.
enables RDNA 3
Make the AMD guys sound as smart as possible and make these products sound as complex as
Now,
possible
looking
just
at
to
the
make
speed
investors
process,
lost and just think that AMD are doing a good
steps.
job. Actually, yeah, that is
Like
probably
like
the entire reason they're doing this entire part.
This enables
Just to kind of confuse
us to
investors,
better
I
utilize
guess.
the data paths by issuing 2 different instructions down each 32-lane SIMD, or we can use them in parallel like we did in RDNA 2. We can issue different integer or floating point
Yeah, guys, let me know what you think so far.
data path, mixing and
Let me
mapping.
know in live chat.
Net result
actually
is
quite a few people
faster
watching,
frame
which is
render
awesome to
time
see.
For higher FPS from better utilization of all the functions in the compute unit. It handles now 2 times more instructions per clock.
I wonder if
So
the
we
I
have
do see
also
there you go
great
AI
research
accelerators.
AI
I wonder what exactly they're gonna
And
do with
AI,
them
of
though.
course, enables a
Like,
host
are they
of
going to be at the
growing
level of like
importance.
Tensor? Are they going to use AI
And
in
we've increased
FSR
the AI
finally, or like
throughput
to
for
accelerate
commonly
FSR,
used
make it even
math
faster?
functions
Like, that'd be awesome.
which, while integrating these tightly within our unified compute unit.
FSR is
These
already
share the
pretty
same
awesome, but
register
like,
files, caches, and
if like
instructions
AI
easily
accelerated by
between
default,
processors.
that'd be
And the enhancements
cool.
provide up to a 2.7x increase in AI performance in the most area and power efficient way possible, setting RDNA 3 up to exploit the current and future uses of AI. The final enhancement to mention to our compute unit is the ray tracing acceleration, which is
up
built
to
on new
50% more
instructions in the shader
performance
and
per
supports
compute
DXR
unit
ray flags
for ray
and
tracing.
many improvements for ray box sorting.
That's a big claim, AMD.
Amplifying all of this is the ability
citation
to,
needed,
enable
like,
more rays in flight with
giant
50% larger
citation
center
right there,
fixture
just like, you know,
files.
massive
Dimension
asterisks,
4
plop it right
provides
there,
larger
please, because
L0
that is a
and
wild
back
claim.
These improvements provide
But we'll see.
compelling gains for ray tracing.
It's going to be very, very
Up to 50%
interesting
more
to see how they
performance
compete when it comes to
per
ray
pixel.
tracing. It's like the RTX
Next,
40
I
series
wanna
is so
introduce
good for
you
ray tracing. We'll
to
see exactly
our
how this competes.
Radiance Display Engine, featuring the industry's first
DisplayPort 2.1.
and a high performance.
They're like, yeah, forget DisplayPort 2.0. You know, AMD doesn't, I mean, NVIDIA doesn't even have it. We're going straight for DisplayPort 2.1,
480 hertz
which
refresh
offers
rate,
8K
4K
165. Wow. What?
12 color bits per channel enables an incredible
What?
billion colors.
4K 480, 8K 165.
And with the display
That is
bandwidth of up now
That
to
is the big brain
54
move we needed. Just skip DisplayPort
We have
2.0, go straight for
that bandwidth
2.1.
support
Wow.
RDNA 2.
AMD.
Supports the unprecedentedly high refresh rates at the highest resolution.
Nice.
And supported the latest media
Granted, I
formats.
have no idea if
We
these
have a
GPUs will be even able to, you know,
and it supports
output so many frames at such a high resolution, but we just have to wait and find out. But still, that's a win over NVIDIA, I guess.
And HEVC, it supports AV1 encode.
We're getting
decode,
DisplayPort 2.1.
while also leveraging
Cool.
AI
Give me a second, I have to
enhancements
tweet
improve
aggressively
video
again.
and conference quality. And by greatly increasing the frequency inside the media engine, we delivered up to 1.8x the performance versus RDNA 2, reducing export times almost in half.
AV1
Now, a bit
support.
more
There we go.
clock speeds. These are obviously
Rest in
critical
peace,
to
Intel
performance
Arc. Your
and
only
workflows
reason for
that
existing
we
has
found
just,
and analyzed are
it's
actually
stopped being a
more
reason.
limited by the
Your
front-end
competition has AV1
processing
now as well.
processing
So you had that
by our
advantage for
high-performance
like
shader engines.
a matter of like a
So we
week,
recognize
if not
that we can
like 2
utilize
weeks.
higher frequencies in a smarter, more power-efficient way by using our new to RDNA 3 decoupled shader engine frequencies to run only the front end at a typical 2.5 gigahertz, while the shaders operate at a more efficient
2.5 gigahertz, nice.
which is still 15% higher than RDNA 2 at launch. With this sort of advanced power management, we deliver the maximum frames per second while also saving up to 25% power. This contributes to our remarkable 54% product level performance per watt gain. With the higher frequency and the new dual issue RDNA 3 compute units, we enable.
Honestly, this is like really exciting, but he's just making it very boring to listen to. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know who you are, but like, yeah, you have some exciting tech. I'll give you that.
Well, putting it all together, we have delivered on our vision by inventing the world's first chiplet-based gaming GPU, enabling the optimal use of 5 nanometer technology, delivering 15% higher frequencies at 54% better power efficiency. Our advanced chiplet interconnect provides an amazing 2.7x leap in peak bandwidth to feed that 60+ teraflop engine.
I mean, it all sounds pretty impressive, but I'm waiting for those actual performance numbers.
Have twice the instructions per clock.
Just show me those graphs, please. That's all I want now. And then I'll be satisfied for the
and
evening.
provide incredibly high performance for rendering, ray tracing, and AI applications in the most power and area efficient way. We connect this rendering horsepower to the industry's first GPU DisplayPort 2.1 to support massive refresh rates. And
Again, having DisplayPort 2.1 is one thing. Actually, you know, being able to drive that many frames at such a high resolution is another. We'll see how it. That's one of the things that I kind of didn't get about the entire outrage around RTX 40 series, because like, are people gonna actually drive so many frames? And even then, like, there is no displays right now that even
What's
have
up, gamers?
DP 2.0
How's
anyway.
everybody doing today?
Much less DP 2.1.
Oh, we've been working on this for 3 years, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of hours in our engineering group. And I'm sure they're tuning in today, but I can't be more proud of what they've been able to create for you and to create for us, and it's going to be a great
I want that
So,
shirt.
Now, I know what
That's
you
a
want to see.
cool shirt. I
Performance,
want it,
price,
please.
and availability.
AMD
Is that
send me
right?
one.
You want to see that?
I'm a size S.
Sounds good, but you're going to have to stay for a little bit to get availability and price, but I'll show you performance. I'll show you some performance. So today,
There we go.
4K
That's what I
sets
wanted.
the
Performance.
standard
Come
for
on.
enthusiast GPU
Come on,
today.
give it to me. Give me those
According to
performance
IDC,
numbers.
the
That's all I
last
care
5
about now.
years, there was 3 times
Show me if it
increase
can actually
in
push
4K monitor.
at 8K
And the
165.
Radeon
I'm
RX
waiting.
7900 XTX is going to be the perfect card
Prove me
to
you
power
need
your
that
games
DP
at 4K.
2.1. Apart
In
from,
pure
for anything
rate,
apart from bragging
7900
rights.
XTX is up to 1.7 times faster than our previous generation flagship GPU.
In
And in ray
FPS, please.
tracing, we are seeing up to 1.6 times more performance in native 4K. What do you think?
Well, I think is that you've been watching too many Apple presentations, if that's the graphs you're
Now
showing
that you've
us.
seen the performance, allow me to introduce the Radeon RX 7900 XTX.
Still think that name is dumb, but like, if it performs well. 96 compute
Take a
units,
good
2.3
look. We've
gigahertz.
spent a lot of time optimizing this car, but more importantly, making sure that you're going to be
Looks
proud
good.
when you put it into your rig. Absolutely fantastic. This gaming card is built to provide exciting performance in 4K resolution and beyond. RDNA 3-based GPUs are like no other. It features 96 unified...
And they're not
RDNA
using that power
units
connector that catches
running
on
at
fire, the
2.3
16 pin.
gigahertz
That's
game
good.
clock, and it comes with
24 gigabytes,
384
384-bit bursts, 2.1
DP.
DP,
This
AV1.
card is future ready with AV
355 watts.
streaming and video export, and it has the latest
That's
DisplayPort
rather
2.1
conservative for today's
technology
standards.
for up to 4K 480 frames per second or 8K.
I wonder how much you could actually push
165
it,
frames
though.
per second gaming capability.
Because if like 1,000 watt
All,
PSUs are
ladies and
becoming the
gentlemen,
norm,
with a board
how much
power
could you
of
actually
just
push the
355
board power?
watts. The XTX.
It only uses 2 power connectors as well, which is very interesting. I thought they would at least go for 3, just to kind of give
Today,
people, you know,
we're also announcing
just
the
more
Radeon
power
RX
options, even if they're not going to
7900
use
XT,
them.
a massive leap in
At least
performance over
give
the
the
last
option to
generation.
people.
It features 84 unified compute units running at a game clock of 2 gigahertz.
Okay, so
It comes
the
with 20 gigabytes of
7900 XT isn't too far behind.
Support for AV1 and DisplayPort 2.1. The 7900 series
Guys, let me know what you think
cards
so
are
far in
industry
live
leaders
chat.
performance per watt. There is no need
Because
to
honestly,
rebuild your desktop,
this is
no
pretty
need to
cool
upgrade
so
your
far,
case, and there's no
but-
need for a new
but
power
they still
adapter.
haven't shown us any actual, you know, performance numbers, so I'm gonna save some of my enthusiasm.
We made it as easy as pulling out your old card and putting in a new one. Previous generations.
Did people laugh at him saying that?
Including those
I mean,
recently launched by our competitors,
To be fair, that's kind
only
of been
support DisplayPort 1.5.
how it's been for the
Gamers
last,
who
like,
purchase
what,
these
20
graphics
years?
cards
Since,
will see
like,
limited frame rates.
I mean, not
But
20,
with
but
the
like
RX
15 years
7900
since
series
PC Express has been,
it
like,
will
the standard
allow
for
you to
GPUs.
actually see the frames you are paying for when you upgrade to a DisplayPort 2.1 monitor. If you are paying that much money for a brand new gaming card, you should demand a GPU that will allow you to game into the future. And only
There's the
7900
dig at,
gives you that.
at Nvidia for not having
Starting
DP
in early
2.1. I
2023,
approve. I definitely
incredible
approve of
new
that.
generation of displays at a range of resolutions from leading display vendors will start rolling
Starting
out
early
today,
2023.
including
Wow.
this sneak peek
So
from
are you just
our
gonna
friends at
skip
Samsung with their brand new Odyssey
DP 2.0?
CO29, expected to be the first
Someone, like, actually let me know
DisplayPort
if there's
2.1
any
8K
2.0 displays out right now.
8K
Because I'm honestly
ultra-wide
not even
screen
aware
gaming monitor ever.
of any.
What do you think?
I assume at least like 1 or 2 if we're just gonna like so quickly skip over to
More
DP
details on the
2.1.
design and
But
specs
still, that
will
was
be
such a
unveiled soon at
short
CES
lifespan
in
for
January
2.0.
2023. And to power high refresh rate gaming displays both today and your future upgrades, we've developed a suite of powerful software enhancements, which includes technologies such as Fidelity FX, Super Resolution, and Smart Access Memory. Combined with our new unified RDNA 3 compute units, the Radeon RX 7900 series delivers the next generation of high refresh rate gaming. AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR, technology works on all modern GPUs.
Is there gonna be an FSR
Provide high
3.0?
fidelity visuals and incredible frame rates. In just 16 months, FSR will be available in 216 games, proving just how compelling.
Yeah, I mean,
open
FSR is
technologies
just
are for the
amazing,
entire
and I love how you can,
Our
how
latest
easy
update,
it is to just
FSR
mod into a
2.2,
game. Like, I did a
reduces
video
super
about, like, a
resolution
mod
for
you can
ghosting,
just, like, drop
allowing the
into
artifacts on fast-moving
Cyberpunk
objects, and it'll
to
also
give
be
it
available
FSR
in Forza
support.
Horizon 5 soon.
And, like, I saw
Now,
some,
1440p
like,
gaming
news post or
displays
something
with high
about
refresh
someone
rates continue
making
to
a
be
mod
one of the
for Red Dead
fastest growing
Redemption
choices
2,
for
adding
gamers.
to FSR 2.0 support.
With the
Like,
7900
it's just
XTX
amazing how,
Apex
you know,
Legends,
just
you'll
you can
be
just
able
drop
to
it
boost
in.
the game's hard frame rate cap of
I wonder if there's like a
120%.
Minecraft mod for that, because
And in other popular
I would
titles-
love a frame increase in Minecraft. That
And in other
game
popular titles,
is
the
so
7900 XTX
insanely
push your games
unoptimized
to its
that
limits.
it does need
Games like
FSR.
Overwatch 2 and Valorant are great examples of why DisplayPort 2.1 is so important. Now, there's finally a gaming
Wait,
card
cap
that drives
reach.
300
Oh, that has to be
to
for
800
FSR,
frames
right?
plus frames per second gaming on ultra high refresh rate displays. Now, at 4K, the 7900 XTX is the card to get. By turning on max settings in AAA games and using FSR upscaling, you can hit triple-digit performance. It even makes playing competitive
353
esports titles in 4K
frames.
a real possibility.
704 frames in Valorant.
4K resolution.
Whew!
Now, I'm not saying
That is
you
insane.
would, but you could play games with RX 7900 XTX that go beyond today's 8K 60 hertz limits. In Dawn of Ragnarok, the latest expansion to Ubisoft's acclaimed.
I mean,
Assassin's
why
Creed
would you
Valhalla,
play
with
8K with
7900
FSR though?
XTX, you'll
Doesn't
be
that
able
kind
to
of
get
defeat the point?
96 frames
I know
per
there's this
second
whole
and
like
crisp
FSR
8K resolution.
that FSR is supposed to be like better than native or whatever, but like even when I do my videos on
Truly
FSR
incredible
2.0,
to
you
see and
could
experience.
tell there was a tiny difference, but
The
there was a
RX
difference
7900
between, you know,
series can power the
native
next
and
generation
FSR
of
2.0.
displays
So
like 8K
like
ultra
why
wide
would you play at
or high
8K
refresh
but
rate
then
8K displays
remove that
above.
advantage by
Next
playing
generation
FSR?
RDNA 3 compute units, new levels of memory bandwidth combined with the latest upscaling technologies deliver the
What's
performance
interesting though is that
and power you
AMD are the ones who are pushing 8K
A lot of gamers
gaming
are excited about
more
the
this
ray
generation than
tracing
Nvidia.
games.
Nvidia haven't talked about it at all,
Today,
but here they are
I'm excited
doing
to
an entire
announce
section about
that
it.
DirectX ray tracing
Huh.
is coming to one of the most popular
That's
franchises
interesting.
in the world, Halo
That
Infinite
is
by
actually pretty
343
interesting.
Industries.
Okay, ray tracing time.
Halo Infinite will now support ray trace shadows across arena and big team battle modes, and players with AMD hardware
People
will
still
notice
play Halo
improved
Infinite?
lighting,
What?
sharper shadows, and
News
increased
to me.
performance on RX 7000 series platforms with ray tracing acceleration. DXR will be available in Season 3, so look for it in your graphics settings soon. And with the RDNA 3 architecture, real-time ray tracing performance has greatly improved generation over generation. In Dying Light 2, with ray tracing features turned to the
They're
max,
only comparing
the
to last gen
7900
though,
XTX
and
delivers
not
performance above 60 frames
they're
per
not compared to
second with
Nvidia at
FSR
all,
at
which is
4K.
a bit concerning.
Cyberpunk and Hitman 3 also have significant performance upgrades.
But you know,
giving you the
62
performance you
FPS
need
in
to stay
Cyberpunk,
immersed in your game.
with FSR that is.
But today we're also announcing a technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol coming in December.
The what?
This third-person survivor horror game developed by Striking Distance Studios features incredible lighting and shadow effects, along with movie-quality textures and animations to set the
I'll say I've never heard of that game.
sci-fi
It sounds cool.
experience. Ray tracing is used to full
What's
effect
with the
with
applause?
shadows, translucency, and glossy
AMD,
refraction.
send me over to your next presentation. I'll applaud you way more than those people, you know. Those are like fake journalists,
Radeon
you know.
RX 7900 series is optimized to deliver incredible.
I'm like a
bandwidth
real
to
tech
power
journalist, you know. I will applaud you.
Now next, we're also announcing a technical partnership with Luminous Productions and their action RPG Forspoken, launching in
The
June.
what?
Luminous Productions has
Are they
created
gonna
truly breathtaking
partner up
visuals
with any
and a fully
game
realized
studios
fantasy
and
world.
games they've actually
Powered
heard
by
of?
hybrid ray tracing for realistic lighting and shadows on the characters and environments. Forspoken looks and runs incredibly fast.
Looks
thanks to
nice, though.
Implementation.
Kind of
fidelity
reminds me of
FX,
that Unreal 5
including
demo.
FSR,
Remember when it first showed it
variable
off?
rate shading, ambient occlusion, and downsampler, all optimized for Radeon. We've worked closely with game studios to optimize for the next generation of games. At Ubisoft, Snowdrop has been in development for over a decade and is one of its most important gaming engines. This is the same engine utilized across a variety of PC and multi-platform titles, from Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope to Tom Clancy's
Rainbow
Division
Six,
2.
By
By the way,
ray
one of my
tracing coming to
personal
Rainbow
favorites,
Six? Hmm?
Long live the Bullet King. If you play the game, you'll know. Today, we are announcing our partnership with their next generation engine. This tech demo is beautifully rendered with global illumination, blur reflections and shadows in addition to other effects that the Snowdrop engine uses, such as volumetric weather effects and micro.
I'm assuming like the
with
next
Ubisoft to add a
Splinter
highly
Cell game, the
optimized
next Rainbow Six
AMD
game,
ray
that's probably
tracing
all gonna be in that
implementation
engine,
that
I
unlocks
assume.
harder
So
ray processing
they're definitely gonna look pretty good.
than DXR alone can provide. With high performance ray tracing enabled on a 7900 XTX, we are getting frame rates above 80 frames per second at 4K with FSR2. We're excited.
I mean,
to see
if
the
a
Snowdrop
Splinter
engine
Cell game's gonna
come
look
to
that
life
good,
with
I'm
major
totally gonna play
titles,
it.
including Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Splinter Cell, and Ubisoft Star Wars projects. Right? Let's go, indeed.
Man, the applause.
5, a lot of gamers, including myself,
Give
are
those
excited
guys
to
some
see what new
coffee
games
or
and
something
experiences
so they
will be
clap
created
more.
in the
It's just
UE5 is
sad
optimized
to
take
listen
full
to.
advantage of our unified RDNA 3 compute units with excellent ray tracing and rasterization performance. In this UE5 sample, optimized for Radeon, we're able to hit an average of 60 frames per second at 4K with FSR2 enabled. Even with resounding success of FSR2, we won't stop there.
FSR free.
I'm
There we
excited
go.
to show you a preview of a brand new
Awesome.
version of Fidelity FX
Man.
super resolution technology,
The
appropriately named
upscaler game right
FSR2.
now is insane. DLSS free, FSR free, XeSS
3
1.
combines our best-in-class temporal
You have so
super
many
resolution
options. This is
technology with our
amazing.
new
And it gives me
AMD
more
fluid
content
motion
because,
frame technology to deliver more
let's be
frames per
honest, we
second.
all want to know exactly what the difference is between,
Fluid motion
FSR
frames
native
increases
and
FPS
DLSS
when
free
using
versus
very
FSR
demanding
free. So don't worry, I'm going to be making
FSR
videos
3
for all
will
of that.
provide up to a 2 times increase in frames per second at 4K resolution over FSR.
And FSR 2.0
A
was already really
significant
good, so
boost
FSR
to
3,
supported
whew,
games
it's going to be
that will
amazing.
coming to PC gamers in 2023.
Cool. That does deserve a round of applause. Woo! Go AMD!
To give an idea of what's possible with our brand new generation of gaming cards, I'd like to show you what Sava and his small team of artists were able to create using a standard animation pipeline to build their dark sci-fi fantasy film, Beckoning.
No, I
on
thought they're
Unreal
going to finally
Engine
show off some
just
extra performance
4
numbers,
months.
but nope.
Let's hear from Sava.
Still nothing.
I wrote and directed Beckoning, and I want to briefly talk about how Unreal Engine 5 and AMD are empowering small teams to create cinema-class animated films. In Unreal
So yeah, while
Engine
that's
5,
playing, guys, let me
Ruben
know.
and
Let me know what you think so
shine
far.
Radeon
Drop a
RX
super chat if you want to support the
7900
channel as well, and you want to
XTX,
make
allowing
sure
us to
everyone sees
walk
your
around
message.
completely lit environments and
They do
characters
actually
that
help
makes
this
more
channel out a
shots.
lot
This
because,
significantly
again,
speeds up production
YouTube
and
doesn't
enables
pay
us
that
to
much
make
to us
creative
creators,
decisions at the
especially
speed
on the
of
small
thought.
side.
You can change the lighting, character or environment placement, or entirely change the camera angle if you so desire. This amount of speed and flexibility is unprecedented in traditional animation pipelines.
I
It is one of
wonder
the main
how
reasons
quickly we're
why
gonna
I
see
personally believe
price
use of
drops
feature-length
in
animation with smaller teams
RTX
is now
4090
reality.
after this
And when
announcement.
it comes to
Or
high-fidelity
exactly,
output,
the
FSR
I wonder how that's gonna,
mirror plugin
impact the fate
scales
of
final
the
frame rendering to 4K or
RTX 4080
CG
12 gig
animation
or the
has never been
RTX
as
4070, whatever it's
fast
going to
and
become.
as fun.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, pretty cool, I guess.
By the way, in reviewing that video, it sure does make it look easy to create a new movie, doesn't it? But it does. I don't think it is. The Radeon RX 7900 series
Funny.
are the most advanced gaming GPUs.
Ah, I'm laughing.
First of all, they are easy to upgrade into your existing gaming rig.
What
They
is with
feature
the easy
industry-leading
upgrade
3D
thing?
GPU support for next generation displays.
Upgrading a graphics card
Deliver
hasn't been
ultra-high frame rates
difficult
throughout
since,
native scale games.
PCIe
And of
got
course,
standardized.
up to 24 gigabytes of memory to drive the next generation of games and advanced workflows. All of our innovations enable the 7900 XTX to deliver an incredible leap in performance of up to 1.7 times faster 4K gaming.
Okay, but give us some numbers,
now, let me invite
please.
Frank Azor to the stage to show you how the Radeon RX 7900 series powers the next generation of gaming.
You know
and
people are
streaming
gonna
experiences.
start calling you out if you don't actually have numbers for us, right? People are gonna think it's a bit sus, and like, a lot of people probably really think it's a bit sus that you're not showing us numbers.
Wow. I am incredibly excited to be here with you guys today. It's just been so long since we've been able to all be together and to do this the way it deserves to be done, right? In person and just with all these incredible games and visuals behind us. What do you guys think about the new graphics cards? Awesome, right?
Oh yeah, let's go AMD. Please invite me to the next event, please. I'm begging
Don't
you.
worry, Scott's gonna come back and tell you when you're gonna be able to get them and what they're gonna be priced at. Okay, I
Okay, that's
promise.
good.
But they're incredible graphics cards. But you know what's even more incredible is that
Performance
AMD
numbers,
uses
showing us actual
more
performance numbers. That'd be
just
incredible.
Great graphics cards. We're committed to building the absolute best gaming, creating, and streaming experiences. I'm going to share with you today a little
Next
bit
gen
about some of the
encoder,
latest developments, how we're pulling it all
AI
together to bring you the next generation.
noise removal, AI, you know,
Great
AI
hardware
streaming features
seen
like
today
RTX Studio.
deserves great
Yeah, is that what I'm getting from this?
And AMD Adrenalin is your software interface for harnessing the full potential of your AMD-powered system. We're committed to bringing you an Adrenalin software that you can depend on, and that offers you state-of-the-art features and next-level gaming experiences.
And state-of-the-art stability, I assume. Hopefully.
If you're
Please.
not already familiar with AMD Adrenalin, let me catch you
Oh,
up.
we are all very, very familiar with it.
Adrenalin is your hub.
It's
for
very
just about everything.
infamous.
You can find and launch your games, plus monitor your stats and performance across all the games on your system, all from one home screen. You can customize your Radeon settings for each game, as well as record and stream those games right from within the UI. You can even turn your
Oh, so
system
like,
into
you
its
know,
own personal game server.
Basically
Connect
GeForce
your
Experience with
smartphone,
full AMD graphics
tablet,
cards.
or another
Who would
Windows
have thought?
PC to play your games remotely from anywhere. And of course, you can take full control over your AMD graphics card and your Ryzen CPU and tune them for maximum performance and efficiency.
Why is the camera shaking so
Adrenalin,
much?
it's
Like on their
simply
side.
awesome.
You see that?
But
You see
there's
that, guys?
probably two things
Maybe the
that
cameraman
I
had a
love
bit too much
about
coffee.
Adrenalin. First, it's the fact that all these features are within one unified UI. And second, it's a completely unlocked experience. Meaning
One
you don't
unified
need to
UI
create
is
an
good.
account,
I hate the fact
you're
how
not
many
gonna be
different apps
monitored by
Nvidia
us,
has, you
you're not
know.
gonna be
You have
tracked,
your
you
RTX
can just
Studio app, your
access all
GeForce
these
Experience app,
features.
your...
You can
Everything's
customize
gonna
your
split
system
up,
to your
and, you
intent.
know, the less
Play the
apps,
games.
the better, just
That's
in
what you
general,
deserve.
for most stuff.
So let me talk to you about some of the upcoming features you can expect from the next version of Adrenalin.
Someone tell the camera guy to,
Existing
like,
features like
chill
Radeon
out.
Super Resolution,
He's shaking the
Radeon
camera so
Boost,
much.
and anti-lag are huge performance amplifiers for your gaming experience. But let's be honest, most of us don't want to have to learn about each new feature, how it works, which games it works on, which features work best with one another.
We just want to see it.
When we finally get some time to sit down and game, it's just too much complexity to deal with. I just want to get in the game and I want to play. So we heard you.
And they're gonna all be,
Simplify
like,
this.
automatically
We're
enabled
introducing
by
Hyper
default,
RX
right?
mode. With Hyper RX, we've redeveloped these performance boosting
Oh no,
features,
they're making it simpler by
all
having
together and at the
another
same
thing to worry
time,
about. Cool.
compounding their benefits and giving
So
you
it's basically just like an all-in-one
quick
button, like,
experience
boop.
to
There we go,
improve
boost the
frame
performance,
rate
reduce
and latency.
latency.
In the game Dying Light 2, just to give you an example, in the game Dying Light 2, we're seeing performance improvements with Hyper RX up to 85%, with 1/3.
I wonder, like, how much control you would actually have
Incredible.
over it. Like, if you enable Hyper RX, can you still control, like, how much FSR actually is going to go
look forward
on?
to Hyper RX coming
Like, if you
out
want, you know, like,
early
more
next
quality
year.
settings, performance settings, etc., etc. That's going to be, like, a very
All right, so
important
let's
thing
talk
on
about
whether or
what
not
are
it's
we
actually
doing
useful.
to help improve your recording and your streaming experience. OBS, as many of you know, is the leading video recording and live streaming platform out there, and it's used by some of the world's most successful. and
Okay,
popular
improving encoder, please.
Well, we've
That
partnered
can
with
actually,
OBS
you
to
know,
improve
counter
video
NVENC.
streaming
That'd be great.
volume across all bit rates on Radeon RX 6000.
Though
and
just the
6000.
addition of AV1 itself, that's going to be
Additionally,
huge.
with the new AMD RDNA 3 media engine, we've added
Very, very bad for Intel Arc, but it's great for everyone
improving
else.
quality and transforming live streaming.
And poor Intel.
In this example, we're looking at a recorded image of Halo, captured with OBS on the Radeon 7900 XTX graphics card. Both images were captured at the same 3.5 megabit per second bitrate. As you can
Looks
see
good.
behind me, the quality of the stream and the text within it is visibly fixed.
AV1's
But with the
pretty
addition
powerful
of
stuff.
our AV1 hardware encoding, updated pre-analysis,
I'm definitely
filtering
gonna give
algorithms,
AV1
plus
live streaming
our OBS
a
optimization,
chance
the playback quality
when I get my
substantially
RTX 4090 or whatever I end up
providing a
getting.
clear, sharp, and a smooth viewing.
I wonder how, you know, they talk
Additionally,
about how
Xilinx
great it
AI
is at like lower
content
bit rates,
capture and
but
learning technology,
this stream you're watching right
we've
now
integrated that into
is
the AMD
currently
framework,
at
and it's been trained to learn,
51,000
predict, and
kilobits per
target
second.
small
51
text
megabits per
and
second.
menus, making them
I wonder how
especially
AV1's gonna
at
react to
rates
that.
and resolutions up to 1080p.
Have I gone overboard with the bitrate? Probably,
New
yeah,
AMD
but if you haven't
RDNA
noticed, this stream is like in
reaching
4K, which
beyond
kind of requires it, and then yada yada,
With our
whatever.
dedicated AV1 hardware processing,
Don't question my
capability
choices,
is
it
up
makes
to
sense, I
7
promise you.
times faster than software, even at ultra high resolution.
So when you tell
8K.
someone that, you know, you stream at like
Support for the RDNA
50
3D
megas per
again
second,
is
they
available across applications like
will
Adobe
most of the
Premiere
time
Pro,
quite
FFmpeg,
rightfully call you
and
insane.
Brave, and in upcoming releases of OBS. And then for video creators, any video creators in the audience? Anybody create video?
Woo, yeah, I'm a video
You're
creator.
gonna love
It's
this.
my job,
So,
unfortunately.
We're introducing
Please,
something we call Smart Access.
free me from this hell.
Smart Access Video works with select applications. When you pair the Ryzen 7000 series with the new Radeon 7000 series, and unlike other platforms that can really only make use of either your CPU or your GPU's video compression engines, Smart Access Video distributes the encoding.
Ah, there we go. So like what Intel did. I
across
can't even remember what the
both
Intel
your
version is
Ryzen
called, but like
CPU and
Intel
your Radeon graphics cards
Deep
video
Link?
compression engines, enabling
think,
faster
I think,
source
maybe?
space and 8K editing. And when it
I
comes to
think it's
batch
Deep Link, yeah.
transcoding, Smart Access Video reduces parallel transcoding times by nearly 1/3.
I guess it makes
Smart
sense,
Access
especially
Video
now how,
is
you know,
available
every
across
single
applications
Ryzen
like
CPU is
OBS,
an APU,
Premiere Pro,
so
FFmpeg,
yeah, it's gonna be a
and
cool
starting
feature.
in December. So next, let me share with you how we're bringing all these technologies and all this greatness together for you into our AMD Advantage solutions. So when we first introduced Advantage laptops, we raised the bar of what defines just a great portable gaming experience. And Advantage laptops have been...
Yeah, everyone cares about laptops.
developed
Come on,
with
give us
our
the desktop
partners
ones.
to ensure
Give
that
us
their
the
premium
desktop SKUs,
experiences are felt
please.
throughout. Multiple models of these laptops are available in market right now from your favorite OEM and SI partners. And look, nothing compares to building your own desktop if you can,
Of course.
all right? But for those of us that
PC
maybe
Master
don't
Race
have
and all
the time,
that,
the
you know.
experience, or the will to do so right now, we've applied the great AMD Advantage design framework that we applied to laptops originally, and we're bringing that to desktops now. We partnered with several leading system integrators to bring you these turnkey solutions, so that whether you're gaming, you're streaming, or creating, Advantage desktops have been designed and developed with our partners to be the best desktops you'll find in the market. All the incredible performance you saw here today from the 7900 XTX, well, that's what you can expect with Advantage desktop systems. It starts by pairing our Ryzen 9 processor and our Radeon XTX graphics card.
Okay, we'll
Then
have
we
one
amplify
of
that
the
performance
two
with smart
needed.
technologies, including Smart Access Memory and Smart Access Video, as well as the full feature set of Adrenaline software, including Radeon Super Resolution, AMD Noise Suppression, HyperRX.
Man, all these features are kind of
Advantage
making
goes
me
even
want to go
further
for AMD instead, but like
by
again,
ensuring
we'll have to see the
every
actual
component,
performance numbers.
from
And the fact that they
motherboard
haven't
to
shown us
the
any is
drives, to the
very,
memory, the power supply,
very
all the rest,
worrying.
they all work seamlessly together, and they're all tuned for maximum performance with every design and quality metric followed. Next, we focus on each system delivering its full graphics potential. We know that peak visual quality and performance are incredibly important to gamers. So Advantage desktops have been thermally designed, reliably powered, and rigorously tested to ensure that they deliver on the highest...
So is
resolution
Advantage for
and refresh rate
desktops
experiences
just
possible
for pre-builds?
with 7900 XTX. And it all
Because
comes together.
they were talking about, like, you know,
Serum,
the joys of building your own
over
PC, but like how would it apply to
2,500
a
monitors,
non-pre-build?
allowing you to experience the most demanding
It's
gaming
like
with
just a
smooth
certification
times.
for, like, you know, having
And of
X amount of
course,
AMD
each
features.
Advantage desktop
Like, you don't-
is built to game.
Like,
With
you
a
know, if you
full
complete a whole
configuration
collection of
of premium
features, do you get like an
components,
extra
all tuned and
feature or
tested
something?
to
I don't
provide
get it. I actually don't get
to
it.
give you maximum performance every single time. We're really excited to be working with all of these partners on bringing you the first generation of Advantage desktops.
Oh, so it is
It's been
just
awesome
free
to be
builds
here
then,
with you
yes?
guys
Or,
today. This
I'm
is a
actually
historic
so
moment.
confused now.
Thank you so much for your time. Let me welcome Scott back on stage.
Awesome. Performance numbers now, please. Pretty please.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. what
Give us some
incredible
performance
day announcements
numbers.
that
Come
will
on.
transform the future of graphics
Do
in
it.
games. The AMD Radeon
Go on, I dare you,
7900
do it.
Series. Built for extreme performance to drive 4K and 8K high refresh rate gaming monitors, powered by the world's most advanced gaming graphics architecture, RDNA 3. Here we go. Starting December 13th, 2022, you'll
That's
be able
soon.
to purchase the 7900 XTX for $999.
Oh, look at the pricing! Sub $1,000 GPUs, let's
The
go!
world's fastest
Welcome back to
gaming card
sensible
for
land.
$1,000.
Woo!
Also on December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XT for $899.
That's actually pretty big.
$999 and $899. The world's most
Sub
advanced gaming
$1,000 flagships.
for years to come.
It can be done in
That's
Nvidia,
the end of our
see?
show. Thank you
Give
for
me a
joining us
second, I have
today.
to
We can't
aggressively
wait to get
tweet
these
some
gaming
more.
cards in your hands in December. Have a great rest of your day.
Wait, that's it? Literally every 45 minutes of content? Or is Lisa coming back? Okay, give me a second, I'm gonna aggressively tweet some more. And then we can talk about what we just seen. I mean, yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of that entire presentation. Because that was pretty good. Right? Like, I think that's pretty good. But the lack of performance numbers, man, it's just kind of worrying. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought. Send some super chats and some live chat stuff. Let's get some hype going for AMD Radeon RX 1700 XTX, but I still think it's a very dumb name, but like, whatever. Whatever. They, you know. It looks like both Nvidia and AMD are struggling with naming conventions this time around, this generation. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought. Yeah, it was decent. I agree. I agree, Bardosh. It was decent. Like, that was actually a very good AMD presentation. Only a couple of complaints. Well, of course, the major one being, where's my performance numbers? Huh? Because all they showed was, let me find it. Let me very quickly find it. Some very generic, like I said, Apple-y graphs. There they are, I think. Native, oh no, that's native 4K gaming. That's that's compared to last gen. That's all they shown. That's actually all they shown for performance. Here's the thing. With pricing so aggressive, and the fact that sub $1,000, or literally $919, so pretty much $1,000, the fact that that is considered aggressive nowadays is one thing, but that's a whole can of worms that I'm not getting into. But the fact they are being priced so aggressively, I think it means that they are not going to be too competitive with, like, the RTX 4090. With, like, the RTX 4080 and 4070, definitely, but 4090, I don't think so. And that is going to be even more annoying because, more than anything, I hate the current mood towards the RTX 4090. Is it expensive? Yeah. But it, like, performs well. Like, where else can you find that kind of performance numbers? And I know I'm talking a lot about Nvidia in this AMD presentation, but you gotta understand the context for why this kind of presentation is so important and like what AMD had to do in order to break the Nvidia monopoly, because it is still a monopoly. Don't kid yourself, you know, AMD still know to be seen, and Intel is already digging their own grave, so yeah. I don't know. I wish they would give us an answer to the RTX 2090, but this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. It. Let me just finish aggressively tweeting and now talk some more. There we go. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of all of this. I'm disappointed that we didn't get any performance numbers. It is making me worried. I think if there's one thing we've learned is that if they don't show performance numbers, that's because they are kind of embarrassed by them. I like that they showed, you know, performance numbers against the last gen, but like AMD, whenever they're confident, they do show off numbers compared to the competition. Whenever they were, you know, leading a charge with the Ryzen stuff, they would always compare it to the latest flagships from Intel. Every single generation, they would show us, hey, this brand new CPU performs this much better than its Intel counterpart. And it was great. It was absolutely great to see. But the fact that we get nothing like that here is making me worried that there just won't be too much performance to speak of. But I will also admit that Nvidia haven't put them in a great position, because all they've released so far is the RTX 4090, and AMD know they can't compete with the RTX 4090. They want to compete with the 4080 and 4070. But we don't know how well those cards are going to perform, because they're not out yet. So, you know, if those cards were out, they would have something to compare to, they have something to show off. But now, if they would, you know, compare the performance of this to an RTX 4090, they would be, you know, embarrassing themselves. And if they try to compare to last gen graphics cards, people are going to be like, well, what's up with that? You know, there's a last gen graphics card, they don't count anymore. Like, who cares about RTX 30 series nowadays? So I will admit that Nvidia did put AMD into a bit of a weird situation there. Because yeah, they have like nothing to compare to. If they only waited a couple of more weeks for the RTX 4080 to come out, they would have been able to compare it to that. I assume they also would have wanted to compare it to the RTX 4080 12GB, but because of that entire fiasco on Nvidia's side, who knows when that's coming out, if ever. Well, it is coming out. Something tells me that Nvidia would lose like all other partners if they like just went, nope, we're cancelling RTX 4080 12GB. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Because, yeah, I think I've pretty much said everything I think about it. I think it was good, but I do think that... I think it can be good. And I do think that Nvidia did put them in a weird situation, and I understand, kind of, sort of, I understand the rationale why they wouldn't want to show off performance numbers. Hi. What is this? I don't know. Yeah, I understand the rationale for why they wouldn't want to show off performance numbers. But, at the same time, I don't know. It just makes me kind of worried. Give me a second, let me get back to the live stream. There it is. Because there's one more thing I wanted to kind of go back on and check.
Smart access memory and smart access video.
And that is the ray tracing performance. Well, enough other numbers for ray tracing performance. Actually, FSR. Let's look at FSR first. Where on earth are the numbers for FSR? I mean, these numbers are just absolutely insane. But, like, where's the more interesting ones? I honestly can't find them. There was somewhere here. But yeah, you saw the ones about, like, you know, playing... Oh, there they are. Awesome. This is interesting for several reasons. Number one, what on earth is this graph? That's my first question. Because without FSR, it looks like the ray tracing performance in Cyberpunk is at like 20, 15 FPS. In that case, no wonder that they want to compare to Nvidia, if that's all they're able to produce in ray tracing. Honestly, yeah, looking at that, that is very worrying for ray tracing performance. Like, you need FSR. Does it say Ultra RTX settings, but like, what quality FSR though? Doesn't say. Well, whatever. Either way, if you need that much just to crack, you know, 60 FPS in Cyberpunk while ray tracing, and without it, you're producing, like, again, like, 12, 15, 20, I don't know, somewhere around that area, whatever. You get my point, like, what are his performance numbers without FSR? The other ones are, like, fine, I guess, you know. But, like, again, Dying Light 2, and maybe another, like, 12, 15, 20. I know those guesses are, like, all over the place, but I have no idea. There was probably a good reason why they didn't label how much performance you're getting otherwise. Because it would have been very embarrassing if they put, you know, how much performance it is originally versus how much performance it is with FSR. So, you know, that makes sense why I didn't label it. Hitman 3, 50, you can't even reach... Okay, that's not really fair, because that's like for the lashing card, but still. For this one, 40 FPS, maybe, if we're being, like, optimistic, without FSR. That ain't good. That ain't good. Again, we have to wait and see exactly what kind of ray tracing performance we're going to get from NVIDIA for a sub 1000, or, you know, just a lower grade RTX 40 graphics card. I highly doubt that a lot of the RTX 40, high-end RTX 40 series are going to be sub $1,000. I still think that the RTX 4080 12 gig and... Because the RTX 4080... No, wait, what's the price of the RTX 4080 16 gig again? I actually can't remember. Let me quickly check. $1,200, yeah. So that is probably going to be the RTX, so the RTX 4080 12 gig slash 4070 slash whatever they're going to call it, I have no idea. That's going to be the main competitor for this. And in that case, I mean, NVIDIA just have the advantage when it comes to ray tracing, and I don't see these cards being a great competitor in that case. We'll have to wait and see, though. And then, there is, of course, DisplayPort 2.1. Am I going mad, or do we just miss out on DisplayPort 2.0? Like, even my display, which is, like, absolutely insane. It's 4K, 144 Hz, like $1,000 or however much it costs, I don't know. It's an insane display, even that only has DisplayPort 1.4. So, am I going crazy, or do we just miss out on DisplayPort 2.0? Like, I haven't seen a single display that has DisplayPort 2.0. Like, are there any? If anyone knows any examples, please actually let me know, because I have no idea. Showing me the Asus Strix XG27AQM. Does that have Yeah, oh, it has 2 DisplayPort, and that's counting it as DisplayPort 2.0 when I searched up in Google. That's not what I meant, Google. I meant DisplayPort 2.0, not 2 DisplayPort. Thanks that one. Yeah, then we have DisplayPort 1.4. There is the first DisplayPort 2.0 devices have been certified. It's a news post from May. But I can't actually find any specific models of displays. So who knows? Yeah, I think we just like completely skipped over DisplayPort 2.0. Which makes the fact that, you know, AMD's jumping straight to 2.1, while NVIDIA's is still 1.4 even more comical. I like it. I approve that, you know, I approve of them, you know, destroying NVIDIA in that regard, especially seeing, you know, there's going to be so many smug people now on the internet being like, ooh, NVIDIA doesn't even have DisplayPort 2.0 and AMD is here with DisplayPort 2.1. Ooh, what a great win for them. Let's be honest, these GPUs are not powering 8K 165 or 4K 480 or whatever it was, I can't remember now. It is cool to see. It's nice and very future-proof. But like these cards are just not getting this kind of numbers in most modern games, unless you're like still playing like, I don't know, CSGO or something. But even then, I don't think CSGO was really intended to be played at like 8K or 6K. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream in a second. Let me know if let me know any of your final thoughts. Again, leave any final super chats. And yeah, just let me know what you're going to be picking up. Are you picking up Nvidia? Are you picking up AMD? Or are you gonna be, you know, chaotic evil and pick up an Intel Arc graphics card? Let me know in live chat or via a super chat. Well, I kind of prepared to end this and wrap this up. It was a very fun stream. I always like streaming, you know. I definitely want to do more streaming. My plan is to do at least like one stream every single month. And honestly, in November, we're going to have a lot of streams because we have this stream. Then we're going to have a stream for Black Friday. We're going to be building a PC. Maybe even like a stream for Cyber Monday, building a PC as well. Why not at that point? So yeah, lots of streams in November. And I honestly don't even know what I'll be doing in December. But yeah, I'll figure something out. I don't know. But yeah, also leave some suggestions on what I should actually like stream. I actually don't know what I'm going to stream in December. And then in January, I mean, yeah, CES is coming up again. That's going to be exciting. I definitely prefer CES to Computex because at least they usually take place at a better time. I remember for like Computex a couple of years back, I had to like literally wake up at like 2 AM to do one of the presentations. I was literally live streaming at 2 AM. The things I do for this YouTube channel, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope that AMD got you hyped for the future of technology and PC hardware. I know they definitely got me hyped. If, again, a bit worried for some of the kind of things they showed off. If you want to support this channel any further, then of course our Amazon links are going to be down in the description below. Our merch stores are going to be down there as well. Our social media links, our Discord server, that's all down there as well. Anyway, that's what it is. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever.